government's got to do
I mean, if they just said, no, we want a summary, I might have understood a little bit better. I did talk to several districts, though, and they don't provide the MD&A.
that. Who'd you talk to?
I don't want to get in trouble.
It's actually, it's required supplementary information, so technically, they don't have to do it, but they're supposed to.
Okay.
I mean, we don't reject audits for that.
So a question I have, since I got some auditors here, and some people have done this before, the findings,
Yeah.
what we would do is then attach how we're addressing the findings, how we're going to address them?
Yeah, you basically, I mean, if there's something that you completely disagree with, you can say, we disagree, we think because of this, that this is not pertinent to the situation, or we agree with this, this is the way we're gonna approach this and get it corrected by the next auditor, I'm gonna phrase it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've actually gone through most of these, and I think we've already completed a lot of them, but there's one there that I'm struggling with.
Well, the one that Larry likes a lot, which is
Number one's gonna be.
segregation of duties.
Yeah.
Um,
It's always has to be.
We've
No,
actually been able to do
no, it
so.
does not have to be there. No.
It doesn't?
No, it does not have to be there. Larry thinks it does. If you have compensated controls in place, you don't need that finding. But he doesn't explain that to people. So even though you have a small office staff and you don't have a complete segregation of duties, if you have other controls in place that, mitigate the lack of segregation of duties, you're okay.
Well, we just have the one, I think, that has to do with policy versus employment contract. 14, let's see, 14.4.
So what was our policy state that, or?
Well, the basic says that if it's not mentioned in the employment contract, you defer to the policy manual. The problem is I'm, just put it out there, is I'm negotiating with the board on a contract. If I don't have a policy manual, I don't know what should be negotiating. If I don't know what those particular benefits, or how they're structured.
Right.
So, I think we have an answer for it, but
Okay.
it may not be uniformly, I don't think Larry likes it much, but I think it's one way, a fair way of looking at it, but we'll respond to that.
Anything you want to add, Ms. Chair, of the committee?
No, I mean, on finding one, I think we did talk about that a little bit, and staff had plans, with implementing more controls. I think what we have now, I would feel more comfortable, since it's not a significant deficiency, I would like to keep it in there, but once we implement and put into place
And we have-
the procedures that staff and the committee discussed, then I can see next year that being removed.
Any other questions or comments?
I just know that the findings are a lot less than we've seen in the past. I mean, the discrepancies, significant discrepancies. I mean, look at one page here.
And a lot of them in
It's a
the.
pretty small font, though.
And, but I was looking for more pages. What's going on?
No, I mean, but a lot of them we've had in the past. There weren't major things. It was, matter of preference of possibly accounting
Well,
and stuff. So, and it was a one-time occurrence. I mean, it wasn't anything being done incorrectly. It was maybe timing differences and whatnot, and staff.
I think all these have actually been remedied except for one or two. And then, like I said, the check for the 38,000, if the project had been completed on time, we wouldn't have kept it for more than 6 months. But we sent it back to the county, issued a check, and we're fine. But
It probably died. Yeah, you missed the last 30 minutes.
we're gonna invest into a new recorder.
It died. We should
Back up.
I got backup.
So I'm just,
I got lots of
I
questions.
mean-
so there isn't another page, is there?
No, it's just the
Okay,
one.
just checking.
Yeah.
So,
No, I didn't hide it from you.
Okay.
so procedurally, going forward, then I'm gonna get back with Larry, talk about the comments made by the board. And what happens if he says, oh, I think the board's wrong and I think I'm right? Do I just put that into like a separate, like an addendum or an attachment to it?
For like the comments I made?
Yes.
No, I mean, it's his report, he can
It's
do
his
what he
report,
wants, I mean, that's my opinion.
Okay, so I can bring up, and if he says, okay, gee, I made a mistake there, we can correct that in the final, bring it back to you. So the next month, we should have a final for you that will address all the findings and it should address the questions that you raised. Okay, I just wanted a procedure.
No, if he disagrees with anything I told you, I mean, again, it's his report, and there's no comment we need to make on that,
Okay.
so.
I mean, if you have any comments in regards to the finding and recommendation, you know, it's your choice whether or not we're going to include it in with the report or have it as supplementary information filed with the report on hand, so.
Well, one thing I didn't see with last year's report was what you just talked about before about the findings and then how we responded to it. I don't remember seeing that attached to it.
Yeah.
I would think that makes sense to include that if you can.
Oh, no,
or-
absolutely.
So that way,
Yeah.
somebody can track it next year, it's easy to find.
There's two ways that when I get this, there'll be, and it's called like a management response. So after every recommendation,
Sure.
you put management response.
Okay.
He inserts your management response.
Okay.
So you normally just will send him a Word doc and he'll just cut and paste into his. So then we'll go on to another page. Okay, so I think we're good. So we'll go ahead and move on to item 11, payment of the bills. Board members, opportunity to ask questions of Terry. We get clarification of the bills.
Questions?
Yes, sir.
I got three clarifications real quick. Line item, on the first page of the bills report, line item 2132,
Okay.
it says we paid $875 for 2 thermostats and 2 boxes. Do we know what that was?
Yeah.
It seems like a lot for that, what we got.
Well, our thermostats in this building have been broken, and you could be in one room and it was 20 degrees difference in the other room. And we, you know, just so we can save on utilities, we pulled all the boxes out and replaced them with new boxes and had them installed.
Okay.
I mean, seriously, they were not functioning. It
Oh,
was- Yeah, it was,
I
The
agree,
hallway would be 68 degrees, this would be 70.
I agree with the need, the price just jumped out at me is all.
I'd ask Mike, is that reasonable?
Depends on what they bought, but it could be.
The boxes are made of pure
Could be
gold.
Okay, I'm good with that one. Question, when did we turn off the water at our parks? What month?
well, we never turned them off. We have turned them off now, but we also had to bring them down this summer down to meet the water restrictions. I think it was it late July, early August,
Yeah.
that we had to make adjustments for the restrictions, but we actually turned them off, I want to say, mid-October.
So I just see that line item 2198, we were billed almost $5,000 for water, and I thought we shut off all of those.
We think that is attributed to the break in the line because it happened on a Saturday and wasn't reported to us until Monday, and it was a 6-inch line.
Oh, there's water.
And it was hitting a tee, and it had cracked at the tee. And when we went out there, the whole grass area of the park was underwater. I think that because we just looked at this the other day, we pulled it out and started comparing. I mean, we're tracking better our water savings compared to our expenditures from this time to last year. But that 1 month of $5,000, how in the heck did that happen?
Yeah.
And then you can track it back to see where your water use was.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just 40 plus hours of just water just leaking out.
And then the last one was line item 2591. Looks like we're billed twice for Paladin's private security services.
Yeah, is that 2 different, 2591 on the second page near the bottom? There's one page, yeah.
2591?
Yeah, there was, one says December service, and then the other one doesn't have what the service was.
What's the amount for that one?
That's a
Each
building,
one.
that's a
That is
building.
a building rental?
Oh, okay.
Huh?
We, our building people will hire guards,
Oh,
and we pay them through us.
And then they pay us.
gotcha. Okay.
So it's all set by revenue.
Okay, I'm good.
And to get Paladin to send me invoices monthly is very, I have to call them and say, could you bill me for these 5 sites, please?
And I will have I apologize, I will have the mid-year report, budget report to you next month. It's just with the short 3-week turnaround we
Kind
had.
of busy road, so.
Yeah, a little bit. But I do want to say that staff has been doing a really good job, and we're tracking under what we spent percentage-wise, dollar-wise, as of the previous year.
Terry, in the future, if you have a pallet, can you just put building rental in the description?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
there's,
that what you want? Because I'm old, I forget, I'll ask you questions.
no problem, I didn't do the billing, I'm trying somebody else to do, input the billing, so
Okay.
she puts some of it, and then
That's fine.
we'll get it, that's fine.
We're all good.
It's nice to see that, the tax roll money came in
Did you see that?
strong.
Yeah,
Yes,
good.
I said, where is it?
I,
Yeah.
when I pulled that up, I was like,
Yes,
hey.
thank you.
Well, if there's no other questions from staff, I'll make a motion to payment of the bills.
Thank you.
Second,
Motion second, is there any other discussion?
I like the report. I'll vote yes on that one, Ray.
Hearing none, all those in favor?
aye.
Aye. Opposed, abstention? By the way, I kept voting for tax rate. All right, so the next meeting of the board of directors will be Thursday, March 12th, back to our second Tuesday. 6:30 at the Highlands Rec Center. We are in recess for 5 minutes
10 years, I think.
to the closed session.